Hi everybody. I'm sorry for my voice and my nose and everything, and if I start coughing, I've been very sick lately. This video um, pretty much is about describing observation and then how can we imply everything that we have learned in the readings and everything on our observations that we make on the psychology class. What I have learned about my readings and the video from Dr. Patrick is that observing is developed in different stages, and there's two main levels or stages of observing. There is the physical stage of observation and more cognitive or subjective stage of observation. What I meant by physical is everything that we see at first hand, how big the room is, colors, how many people, if we're doing a group, how many performers, instruments, what are they doing, how many activities, what clothes are they wearing, what is the environment. Subjectively, we have to connect our readings psychologically and what we know about observation to make connections of like cognitive, like what were they, why would they be doing this instead of something else. Example, why they will be rehearsing this way instead of like in groups instead of individually. Why would they be singing a certain song or playing a certain piece in a particular key instead of doing it in another key? In what tone were they talking or referring to the maestro or the person taking care of the group? Those are several things that we need to write or record when we are observing. From our reading being a careful observant, I particularly took in observation, like I particularly call my attention like the relationships between observer and the observed, like the differences that we have, like for example being a complete participant is the researcher is part of the group, and the other one, like the participant as observer. The researchers observe the activities being done within the group. Then the observer as a participant is the observer activities are known to the group, and the participation in the group is definitely secondary. And the last one is being a complete observer, like I'm observing everything from a distance point. I'm not included in the activities. And I think primarily in the observations that we're doing, being a little away from the group is important in terms when we are taking notes and not being part of the activity, because I think that being part of the activity itself would interfere in how you would do the subjective part of the observation, since you are being part of the activity. So I don't understand how you would pay attention to what you're writing or how you will be connecting it psychologically. So I think that being away or apart from the group and taking notes or collecting data would be the best way of being an observer. I particularly see observation as the qualitative part of our research, since we have to collect all this data, and eventually these observations will help us or lead us be in an interview with the head person or some of the participants, just so we could get their point of view, and and also like getting the psychological part of the research or of our observations. Why would they be thinking that way? Why would they be doing things the way that they're doing? For example, for the psychology class, I'm observing a choir at church, and the first observation I did, I think it was lacking some of these ideas, since I didn't took part of everything that was going on. I think I have to pay more attention to what they're doing as a group and what they're doing individually in order to take better subjective notes, because this describing what's happening physically is very common, and sometimes it would rather not be important, but then paying attention to what they're doing cognitively and talking to each other would be rather more interesting. I hope you guys enjoy, and thank you so much.